I didn't become interested in empaths because I read a really cool book or saw a viral video. I became interested in empaths because I lived it. Some of my earliest memories are of seeing spirits. By the time I was 2 or 3 years old, I was already experiencing a world that most people couldn't understand or see. I also grew up in an environment that was filled with trauma and experiences that kept my nervous system in overdrive. Looking back now, I realize I wasn't crazy. I was just an empath. I had an energetic field that was absorbing everything and was not shielded or protected. And when I say I absorbed everything, I absorbed everything. Other people's feelings and emotions, things that happened at locations, arguments that didn't even happen in front of me, and situations that were far bigger than what a child could process. Like many trauma survivors, I became very good, if not the queen of disassociation. Now, disassociation helped me to survive. It also meant that I spent most of my life feeling disconnected and ungrounded. There were times when I felt like I was living everywhere else except for in my body. As a teenager, the energetic influences became so intense I would physically pass out because of energetic overwhelm and just because I couldn't process everything that I was absorbing. And at that time, no one really understood what was going on, and I sure didn't. For years, I believed that being sensitive meant being overwhelmed, that intuition meant anxiety, that helping others meant carrying their pain. I couldn't have been more wrong. Everything began to change for me when I had many wonderful teachers come into my life. They didn't teach me how to be psychic. They taught me how to work with my field. They taught me how to become empowered. I learned how to ground. I learned how to set energetic boundaries. I learned how to stop absorbing emotions that didn't belong to me. I learned how to connect with my intuition safely, peacefully, and calmly. I learned how to reclaim and own my sovereignty. These lessons changed my life. Today, after more than 3 decades of working professionally as a psychic, as a medium, as a Reiki master, as a spiritual teacher, I can honestly say that what brings me the most joy isn't demonstrating my spiritual gifts, it's about helping people stop suffering because of their own gifts. I know what it's like to feel overwhelmed. I know what it's like to question your own reality. I know what it's like to question why you feel so exhausted when everyone else around you seems just fine. I know something else. You don't have to live that way. Being an empath is not the problem. The problem is that most empaths were never taught how to manage their sensitivity and their gifts. I love to teach practical tools that help you have a completely different partnership with your sensitivity, because your gifts were never meant to make you feel afraid. They were meant to help you become the person you were meant to be.